Yeah, so we have the Decoy dual cast limestones. This is what you guys are setting today. So I was kind of thinking, up to you guys, but I was kind of thinking it'd be fun to group certain holds together. So maybe assign you guys each like 2 boulders, one on the adjustable, one on the slab. Hopefully you guys think we got enough holds.
Yeah, I don't care. Whatever you want to do. You just, like I said in text, point to holds, point to wall, awesomeness. Yeah, you point holds, point wall.
Yeah,
awesomeness.
you guys pick. So you guys decide,
You're the guest here. I don't count as a guest.
Yeah,
it's your world.
I'm used to getting everyone's leftovers anyways.
Well, you get not here. You get first dibs all day. So
first dibs. Yeah, I feel like it's harder to pick when I don't have leftovers though.
No.
Well, I would tell you my first choice would be the tuba set, just because I think that's something that makes this series super unique. Is Dan's ability to shape real rock tubas that are aesthetic and functional.
Yeah.
So that'd be my first choice, but again, you do you, bro.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll probably work with. Honestly, it's the thing that we don't have anything of, so so it makes sense. So play with that and explore. So
cool. Sounds good. And then Andy, what do you want?
I don't care. I really don't care.
I feel like giving you a challenge. You want the edges?
That's fine.
Cool. They're small. There's 10 of them, but I can only find 9 of them.
All right, which wall do you want? You want left or right? And we can set it to whatever angle you want. So
yeah, you can start setting it whatever angle you want, and you can move it from there.
Sweet.
I put this one at 30 right now.
So that's part of the drift tuba set. So there are 2 in that set. I think we got 5.
Yeah.
Really intricate, real rock texture. A lot of.
This is the snail.
That's a snail. So the snail, it's interesting. So I got that one when the first set of these came out, and then like the Leviathan tuba, which is the giant one, a bunch of the smaller pinches, the cross crimps, those all came out as expansions. Well, he actually doubled the snail now that 2 snails. But I only have 1.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
I always find that funny with like web pictures of holds because they never look like the size they actually are. You know, they throw the carabiner or something in. This looks huge compared to the pictures.
Yeah, and Decoy, I mean, honestly, I think that's one of the great things about the brand is like his sizing is...
Sizing's fucked, just in general. It's so hard to be a hold buyer these days with sizing because there's no universal. There's no easy way to do it. It's the single biggest pain in my ass is a whole company. It's how do I size this so people know what it is, you know? It's terrible.
As a hold buyer, many times I'm like sitting there and it comes in the box after like months of waiting for it, and it's like, oh, that's it. Yeah. Or the opposite of it, like, holy shit, this thing's huge.
Yeah. I always try to give like comparisons, like, okay, this hold is about the size of this iconic hold. You know, like relate things to the size of the boss. Yeah, this is bigger than the boss. Yeah. And then people know, okay, because they have that visual comparison. So, but it's hard to do. It's really hard. Like I said, it's always.
Yeah, but I think Decoy does a really nice job. Like the Leviathan tuba behind you, that's a 5XL hold. And I mean, he's got holds that are even bigger than that, like the Schist series, the Castle Rock series. Yeah. They're big holds.
So we're all just a little different. It's
no one can agree.
No, and Trango desperately tried with their like. Have you seen the
big circle thing?
Number circle thing?
Yeah.
But nobody uses it the same conversion.
Yeah.
Like it's still everybody converts it different.
Well, and you make one thing that's really really long and narrow, and it's
so
all of a sudden.
And you can't. And for sales purposes, you can't go by weight because if it's hollowback versus not hollowback or a jug, because a jug's inherently going to weigh more because a hollowback isn't going to be as good. And,
so do it volumetrically and drop it in a tub of water.
Well, that's how we do. That's how we do it for. That's how they do it for pricing.
Yeah.
A lot of times. Well, some companies do for pricing is volumetric, but there's just no easy way to do it.
Well, and shipping wise too, we always see we've seen many times where it's like it looks like a box was dropped off a mountain.
Oh yeah. The recommendation I always give to gyms and hold buyers when it comes to buying holds with the shipping aspect of it is to be super strategic about it and plan ahead in order so that you have to get a pallet.
Yeah.
Because if you get a pallet, it's going to survive.
Yeah, pallet's always better, for sure.
Always. And the key cutoff for pallets for most shippers is 300 pounds.
Yeah.
300 to 350 pounds. If you can break 350 pounds, they're going to ship it on a pallet.
Good to know.
And if you're smart about it, you can work within the manufacturers. So say you want Decoy, but you're not going to order 350 pounds worth, but there's also rock candy that you want. Well, that's the same factory. They'll combine that together in one shipment. You'll hit that number. But that's the key, is you got to hit that 350 pound mark.
Yeah.
Which is, unfortunately, a ton of money. 350 pounds of holds is easily $5,000, probably even more.
So Kori, unfortunately, Mark hasn't hooked me up with the Makita yet.
Oh, that's all right.
I brought mine.
I should get on Mark for that.
So, throwing that out there.
I got mine.
Andy's got his though.
Mine.
So, trusty Ryobi.
Because Mark hooked me up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all right. I worked for him for a few days, so I don't have him.
Yeah.
You
didn't weasel yourself one at the trade show?
No, my setters needed the tools more than me. So.
I've got a bunch of bolts here, relatively organized. Andy would say they're not organized.
No, this is a shit show.
Hey, that's not just one giant bucket. So.
Yeah, it's not.
Zach and I are only friends so that he can buy my holds cheap. And I get to play with Tucker. That's the trade.
And you seem to be okay with this relationship, so
it's fine. he gets me drunk on a fairly regular basis. Yeah, not today. It's never too early.
Yeah, and then there's a bunch of volumes, so whatever you want with that, triangles, low profile, high profile.
Sweet. And we haven't even talked about volumes. The guy that makes your volumes, fuck.
They're really shitty, aren't they?
They're terrible.
Yeah, usually about once a year, Andy just starts making a ton of volumes.
Yeah.
And then I get a bunch of those spoils.
Yeah. So
the rejects or the?
No, they're like plants.
So years ago, Zach and I bought 2 texture kits.
Yeah.
And because texture kits are super expensive, they're like $400 a kit. And so the deal was, he paid for half the kits. We use his old panels from his old wall. I build them into volumes, and then we just split everything.
Yeah.
So. And yeah, we got a bunch of wood from bouldering project. So all these volumes up here I made.
Oh, cool.
At my shop.
Yeah.
And then textured them at my shop, and then we split them and trade and go back and forth. So this last year I only made like 75 I made that run?
Yeah.
Only. So I think each of us have a couple hundred at this point.
Yeah.
So every shape you can imagine too.